Get your figs, and you have to soak them in warm water. Then we take the stems out, which I've already done. Just pull off the stem like that. See the stem right here? You take that out. Now we take our figs. I have about 12 ounces of figs. I have a quarter of a pound of dates. I have a cup and a half of walnuts that are toasted. You put them in the oven for 15 minutes at 350 oven. We have a quarter of a pound of white raisins. We have glazed fruit. It's about a quarter of a pound. One orange rind, skin. Now we're going to mix this all like this, and we're going to grind it. Now that we have everything mixed in here, we grind it in a meat grinder. I have electric one. If you don't have electric one, a regular hand grinder will do, but I don't know if you can use it in a Cuisine, or maybe a KitchenAid will work because it has the meat grinder too. You can use that. They're very hard to grind by hand. So we'll start grinding everything. Now we have it all ground up. Now we have to put in our spices. First, the thing I do is I put some boiling water here, a fourth of a cup of boiling water and a half a cup of sugar, and you dissolve that. While that's dissolving, we put in the juice of one orange, a fourth of a cup of a of a wine glass of whiskey or brandy, fourth of a cup of honey, now I like to put my seasonings in here, my spices. This is nutmeg, an eighth of a teaspoon of nutmeg, an eighth of a teaspoon of cinnamon, allspice, I don't know what it is. And cloves. I forgot what went in there. Mix them because you can stir it in there better. If you put it all in one, it stays in one spot. And then we put it in here. And that's all there is to the filling. Then you mix it good. Now you've got to let this sit overnight. And then tomorrow you make your dough and you make your fig cookies, which we call cucciolati, Italian. We're making the crust for the fig cookies. They're called cucciolati, and this is Aunt Mary's recipe, Uncle Carl's mother's recipe. We have 6 cups of flour in here. 8 cups of flour, 6 tablespoons of baking powder, a cup and a quarter of sugar, and 2 cups of Crisco. And we mix it like a pie crust. We let this mix for about maybe a minute and a half until it looks like a pie crust. Then we add the eggs, 4 eggs. And 3/4 cup of orange juice. And a teaspoon and a quarter of vanilla. We let this be for about a half a minute until it comes together. And it's a little soft, so I add a little more flour. Actually, I'm going to stop it and do it on the board now. I'm going to put a little bit of flour on the board here. Take it out. And I'm going to knead it. As you knead the flour, you add it. You don't want it too soft or too hard. Something you can be able to roll your dough out. I think it's fine just the way it is. Now I'm going to put it under the cover here, a bowl, and let it rest for about a half hour. And then we'll start making our cookies. Now we've let the dough set for about a half hour, and we roll it out. Not too thick, not too thin. And what I do is I use the muffin cutter, and I do it like this. Then I take the knife, if I can't, well, here, cut one over here first. I take the knife and slide it underneath, and I can pick it up. Take a little bit of this, the filling, put it in there, and then just fold it over like this. And that's it. That's all you need, like that. I'll do another one. Slide the knife under. Put a little bit of the filling in here. You don't want too much because it'll pop open. And just seal them like that, that's all. That's it. Put them in our pan. We cook them at 375 degrees for 20 minutes. 10 minutes on the bottom and 10 minutes on the top. Put them in the oven now. We're going to make the frosting with powdered sugar, some margarine, soft margarine, not too much. Mix it up. Put a little bit of milk in, a little bit of vanilla. We don't want it too thick, we want it thinner because we're going to put it on the cookies. That's too thick. Let's add a little more milk. That's better. See how it runs down? That's about the consistency that you want. So take them out now. Put them on the rack here. Now you're going to put the icing on while it's hot. What I do is take a little bit with my finger, put it on both sides, and put little sprinkles on right away. I put wax paper underneath so if any falls down, if you can save them, fine. Gotta do them fast because they're hot. If you want to use a pastry brush, if you find it easier, use a pastry brush. These are the things I put on the sprinkles. They're called rainbow mix. And then I buy one of the chocolate and I mix the two together. And then you have the chocolate with the rainbow sprinkles in there. That's all to it.